We're going to start on this pile. I never did get around to moving this one. And we're really just going to see what comes out. No markings. Blessed. Faith. Another one of these. These are really pretty. Here's the pear now. This is now a pear. Let's see how we're gonna, like this has just been wadded. I don't know how it got to be so tangled. With God, all things are possible. This is a really nice big pendant. Wrapped around. Oh, this looks like it's marked. Fantastic. And then I see another of those flat I know my hands get in the way. I see that and what happened. Then this looked like it had a mark. So good stuff, maybe tangled up. We had started this lot. It was $9.99, called Inspirational. And I went for it and I was the only bidder, hoping that there would be silver and gold. A few things just fell down. It was just this. I don't even know what that was attached to at this point. And this really got wrapped up in there. Okay, this is really big, and if you like big pendants, you will, this needs to be redone here. Hang on, that's no big deal. I'm just trying to get that secure before I forget about it. It kind of needs to be pushed down a little bit on the cord. So what it looks like is that. Nice message. And then this, I guess, broke or something, I don't know. And here's a barrel clasp of something. Maybe that went on there. These are some delicate chains. That one came out. So let's see what this says together, shall we? I can't even tell if that says 925. Definitely says it up there on the bail. That is pretty, very pretty. And then we have this. looks like a maker's mark N925 HAN. And that's what the back says, Han China 925. So that's number 11. There's a real thin. I don't think I've ever had a tangle like this. This one has that flat thing as well. So we're going to try to get it out. Nothing wrong with working for some silver. Nothing wrong with that at all. Love it, actually. I don't mind tangles. So I ate dinner in the break. I cooked some pork chops. And my friend may come in and make some noise. She was using the computer and now she has to print her presentation that she was making. I mean, look at this down in here. It's like a I guess just tossing around in the mail. It's like someone's taking it and shaking it and shaking it and it gets all mixed up. These are just so fragile that I don't want them to break. So I cooked some pork chops. Always buy what's on sale. And gotta watch the salt, so I just go buy my own stuff. And, you know, in a perfect world, I'd be a vegetarian, right? Here it is. Is it marked on the cross as well? That in the middle just looks, yeah, I think so. There's got to be some markings there. And there it is, what we worked hard for. It's beautiful. And have we seen where it's from yet? No country, it just says 925. And on the cross, 925RI, I believe. Beautiful. So that's 2 for the video part 2. Lovely. This is just fun. So anyway, I always buy what's on sale, and I tend to just get a lean pork chop if I can, lean chicken, and I stay away from hamburger meat. I just got to where I can't eat it anymore, you know. We're gonna give up on that one. And sliced up some peppers that were on sale, the yellow and the orange. I'm not a good cook. I can make food so that I can eat it, you know what I mean, like prepare it. But recipes, I've never done. I've never had the patience, and I don't like to deal with all the ingredients. It just makes the meal a lot more expensive, if you ask me. So growing up, I never I had to work since I was 16, and so I never bought things like spices and stuff. Probably didn't have time to either. That's pretty. We'll see if we can't find something to fix that. I don't see any marks. And so anyway, it was just peppers, the colored peppers, and then in the when we had a green salad. So I made 4 pork chops, so that'll last. They're good cold too. That's the thing about hamburger meat. It is not good cold. And neither is chicken. It just does not taste good when it's not fresh. Of course, I want to give up chicken. And I'm working on it. The salad was some lettuce from the store, like a green leaf. And then we had some cucumbers. They're not getting big, and probably they're, for pickling, but I'm not going to pickle them. So I picked them today because I'm just like, I've been waiting for them to get bigger, but they're not, but they're still decent, and I mean, they're just not going to look like the store-bought. And they're not bitter. They taste good. Not bitter. Full of water, which is good. And got this one out almost. That's the main thing with cucumbers is I've had many times where they've been bitter. You can eat this with the skin on it and everything. So I sliced them up real thin. That one's pretty. Sliced them up thin, and then we had fresh tomatoes. Also shared some tomatoes with my mom, and she just called and said she was impressed because they taste like garden tomatoes. And I said, well, the fall should bring even, I'm learning and I'm preparing more dirt for them. This looks so pretty. This feels like it's a stone of some sort. That may be how howlite looks. It's white and kind of chalky. Might be how it looks when it's not dyed, but there's no veins in there. So she was impressed, and I was glad to be able to provide her with her first homegrown tomatoes. She used to have a great garden, and then I don't know where she lives right now. It's just doesn't produce good vegetables. So she kind of gave up. And she's older. She doesn't need to be out there digging and out in the heat and all that. And that's pretty. And so we had that. All the onions got eaten, so now I prepared some tubs today. And the tubs are free. They're, the big plastic type tubs. I put dirt in there, bought dirt, mixing it with some of the sand from the property and some peat moss. And some just ready. I told my friend, none of the stores but Lowe's have anything to plant. I know it's late, but they're kind of in partial shade. But whatever lives in the ground here, which is moles, ate all the radishes, all the beets, seedlings, all the 100 little bitty onions I planted, little green onions. So I'm glad they enjoyed that. But so I'm planting in tubs. And we were out there, Olivia and I, preparing a little bit. We just do a little at a time. And then, there's plenty of things. Do y'all do that? You just kind of Well, when I'm not working. When I'm working, it's completely different, but you know, putter around, read comments. That's what I like to do in the morning. Wake up, read comments, answer comments with my coffee. So much fun to hear what everybody is saying, and I'm learning so much. And then maybe list a few things or whatever we're doing. This is completely in there somehow. There we go. And Olivia likes to go back and forth a little. Ooh, this looks so pretty. That's wooden, but that's really a pretty color. It's like stained or something. That one came out of there. That's beautiful. Shellacked or something. Stained and shellacked. So we do that, and before you know it, the afternoon is rolling by. And then I went to the post office, and I can't get to the computer to update those listings, but I assure everyone it's on the way. I'll get on there tonight. This is pretty. It's kind of like one of those that goes double. By the time I got to the thrift today, John was already gone home, so I don't know how he's doing. Looking good on the front, and then you turn it over, and that back is certainly not gold. And so right now my friend is on the computer. Like I said, she's getting trained to be a national presenter for something, and she's been doing it all week, going to the training in town. It got paid for, which is nice, so it's free for her. I'm going to get that out of there, but pretty. It's colorful. I mean, colorful. It has a really good gold tone to it, but it's not, you know, it's not precious metal, but it's pretty. It's not worn and all that. There's the clasp right there. These are cute little slider bracelets. This looks more like Valentine's Day, doesn't it? Yeah. Cute. Boy, this was huge. I mean, look at all these crosses. Goodness me, that's a huge, it's a pretty necklace. It's in good condition. And it's got, gosh, about 8 crosses on it. Sparkles and everything. That is heavy. Wow. John 3:16. The whole verse is written out. It's not like at the football game when you see the people with John 3:16 at the end of the field goal. written out. It came out. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, I thought it had a clasp that would be marked, but no. Pretty. It's in good condition. I tell you what, these are great. If I was doing a flea market, these are great because we have a large Hispanic population in town, and I think they would buy a lot of that religious crosses and stuff. Here's one in hematite, really nice. I'm just trying to get the barrel clasp back on. There we go. Ooh, and we have some tiger eye accent. So tiger eye with beautiful hematite, very nice. This may be agate over here because it seems a little browner. Yeah, that's some kind of agate. I'm still trying to get my mahogany. I have that ring that's that, it's like banded agate, real brown. And then the tiger eye has that golden color. Beautiful. Still looking for a piece of mahogany obsidian. I have a ring, but still in the back of my mind of when I look at piece lots to buy. I actually just bought one yesterday because the pendant looked like it was a big chunk of mahogany obsidian, so we'll see. And you know, things, who knows. There's a little hang tag in it that says something, I'm not sure what. I don't think it says gold. It looks like it has letters. Well, we lost the cross in all that. There it is. I'll get it back on there, but let me just... What does that say? RMN. That would be the designer. I have to put these back together or they will. I'll lose whatever went with them. See, that clasp doesn't want to close on its own, so, and that's not even how you put the necklace on. I think this is an extender. There we go. This is how you put the necklace on. That's a pretty. No wear. I'm going to put it over there so it won't get so tangled. I can't remember if all these have different. No, we have had a joy before. Because I'm like, they would look cute together. All together. That's that broken part. We're going to have a few casualties with this. That's okay. So tomorrow's the show I like. Well, I've liked it in the past. I don't know. Oh, this fell out. Is that a hematite in there? I think this is hematite. Yeah, that's nice. Pretty. Very pretty. I like that. Different. I like that two-dimensional thing. So I kind of missed the part where, did the girl's little hut burn down? Seems like when you start watching it, before you know it, the show's over. And I don't even know what happened. I don't know if I'm not keeping up or I missed the one episode, so now I really don't. Probably need to go on the website and read about who they are. So I'm not sure who I'm rooting for yet. The guy that ate the little chipmunk can go. I didn't like that. I didn't think he was that hungry yet, that desperate. It was just easy pickings. This got to be some olive wood. From dad to son. That's just a real nice little saying on that. To my son, I want you to believe deep in your heart that you're capable of achieving anything you put your mind to, that you will never lose. You either win or learn. That's a good line. You either win or learn. Just go forth and aim for the skies. I can't promise to be there for the rest of your life, but I can promise to love you for the rest of mine. Gets me kind of choked up there. Love, Dad. Some of us miss our dads. Now this isn't too bad. Pieces are coming out. That's unusual. That's nice. Different. I like it. Wonder how they do a lot like this. That looks like barbed wire. I don't think it's the crown of thorns. I think it's like a, what is that? Wait. OpenDoorsUSA.org. Don't know. I wonder how they do a lot like this. Like, do they, when they get inspirational, they throw it in a box, shoe box, and then it gets full, then they put it on? I guess that's what they do. This is pretty. I know that one hand is kind of blocking, but Vivace? Vivace? Who is that? I need to have somebody look that one up. This says something on the toggle, and we'll get to that. Let's get this Vivace out of here. Vivace. I don't know. We'll have to have somebody look that up. And I haven't had time from the first one to look up anything. It's 2 crosses. So we'll look that up. Now this one says Lucky brand on here. So it's really nice. It's a pretty cross. Looks like it's got some dyed howlite. The metal is nice. I thought it could be sterling, but it's not. So Lucky brand. And yeah, I really like chips and salsa. I have never known of a time in my life when I haven't liked it. It's not good for you really, but I allow myself. I get like the lightly salted. They make some lightly salted Tostitos, I think. This looks like it might be something, but I don't know. And I have a little bowl, probably every day, with some salsa. And I did try to give that up one time, but I mean, look at all these chains, y'all. Have you ever seen so many chains? It boggles my mind. That's not going to come out of there. Look, this one fell out, so we have a match. It's really pretty. That's got to be some kind of a nice crystal. Unfortunately, that's not sterling. Big cross. We'll try another side of it all. So I hope you have something good you're sipping on, and maybe you just kind of have this on in the background because you're waiting for me to go, ooh, you know, and you're doing some work. That's what we do here. We just hang out, tell a few stories. And appreciate y'all telling me some of the other sites I might like the animal lover stuff. And so I'm looking forward to, when I work, I have more time for videos, believe it or not, because I'm sitting, resting, and doing things at the recliner, and I can actually watch more videos. when I'm vacationing, I'm getting, this just isn't happening, getting so many projects done. Is there any more silver? We still need a real gold. I mean, I'm hopeful. But then it comes out with a clasp like that. I guess they got rid of that poor person that put all those golds in that one lot and wrote me the note that said, I mean, that's pretty, but I can tell by this clasp it's costing. Okay, this has been asking to be seen. Okay, look at this, y'all. I'm gonna put it on this thing. This is really nice. I mean, this is something you would wear at a festival or, you know, something like that, isn't it? It's really nice. An outdoor little religious thing. Well, this have we already seen this one? I think so. Oh my gosh, wait. Yeah, we've already seen that one. I just thought it had a chain, but nope. Premier Designs. This is attached to it. Just needs a little tarnish remover and it'll look fantastic. The pile is getting smaller. Y'all read while I have a sip. That's inspirational, and it's Chico's. This looks old. I'm going to check that this is not sterling, but I don't know if I can get that. Okay, I didn't need to open it. Look at that. That's neat. Just looks older. I don't know that it's old. Probably made to look old. I'm going to double check. Nope. That's pretty cool. I like the glass in there. We haven't had a lot of glass, I don't think. I'm not sure if this is stone or plastic. I think it's warm. It's not coming out either. wonder if there's going to be something good in there. There's a bunch of Premier Design stuff. Kind of like those people that say, I'd rather be fishing. I'd rather be untangling jewelry. That's not a mark, that's just bubbled up. Premier Designs. They made a lot of missing stuff. Gonna go into craft. I don't think we've had a lot of craft, have we, out of here? Elizabeth, Oath of God. So I guess if that's your name, you know, then this is like your name with something from a, that looks good, but it's not. It's probably stainless steel, like a watch is. It's an interesting, it says in Christ alone, and then it has something else on the other side. Put it back together and we will look at what it says. In Christ alone my hope is found. He is my light, my strength, my song. BSD. That's different. that says Italy at the bottom. So maybe this was blessed by the Pope. I don't know. I know my sister-in-law brought me back a rosary that was blessed by the Pope when her and my brother went to Rome. This is an Egyptian ankh. And I don't know a lot about that. The symbol of eternal life. No markings. It's pretty. It's got some, like a brass tone on top. It's nice and substantial and chunky. So people that like ankhs, they're going to like that. Peace. I don't like to, give up on things. I'm not frustrated, but I know some viewers don't want to stay, and that's okay. People can watch, the way they like. Come back when we're doing something not so tangled. The way we did this, the heavy stuff we did first, because we just we emptied the box and we pushed, but I'm still hoping for, oh yeah, is that Premier Design again? Yeah. When you see that flat part, you just kind of think, ooh, maybe. I'm just not seeing any clasps anymore that indicate that we have precious metal. Another piece. So plenty of spiritual messages tonight for you, and from the gang, from Aunt Berry. She wants everyone to have plenty of inspiration when needed. It's weird, you turn it around and then you see one you haven't really noticed in here. It's a lot of these strings that, if they weren't, this has like a Z on it or a 2 on it. I'm not sure who that's attached to. Oh, I think it's the piece. So there we go. We'll get that one out of there. It's been banged up, like many of us. Had some knocks. Here's something that fell out. Wow, that looks really good too. I might have to test that. One time I found a loose diamond in like I forget what it was in, but it was from the dumpster. And it was in something weird. Oh, it was in just a wallet, and I don't know how they missed it, because they do check the wallets. This is pretty glass. I believe it's glass. Pretty. And it was just loose like that, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna see if this is a real diamond. And that diamond tester went off like a charm. I've got that in my case, my dumpster diving case. So like the dumpster diving stuff is a whole different category for me, but since this guy, has taken over, or God is behind it all, because I would have never started this. I want to see what this says something back here, but did I already say Italy? It says Italy, yeah. It's another Italy. And Pamela over there at Arizona Jewels, I think, found an amazing, was it 14K? Jesus, face like that, pendant. So she's got a treasure chest. She said that's going in her treasure chest. And I see how many of y'all are reading each other's comments and commenting, because there's such a wealth of knowledge in people's, you know, what people do and know, and so much to learn from each other. This is a really nice necklace. It's really heavy and chunky. Isn't that beautiful? The chain's pretty good too. It would be really nice to put that on a sterling chain, I think, because the pendant is nice. Don't y'all think that pendant is nice? It kind of has a bluish tone where it's got like some blue patina. It's really nice. I'm gonna set that over here. We have another one, y'all. This is awesome. It's so pretty. No, I'm not seeing double. I'm thrilled. I really like it. I like chunky, substantial pieces of metal, even if they're not precious. Metal is fascinating. Have y'all ever watched any videos about the Iron Age and how everything starts? And I need to go back because I need to know if copper, I think copper came first, but I don't think there's a copper age. It's like the Bronze Age happened with the discovery of copper, and I forget, what is bronze? Is it copper and iron? I don't know. I should know these things. You know, this would be a good thing to do for me while sitting in front of a video, but I do think I have to look down really hard. My fingers are getting quite tarnished. Here's one we haven't seen before. Looks like stainless steel. It's the full figure. Here's a very thin. Okay, we were going for this one. Getting this one out. Getting these chains out. The ones that'll come out. Well, this is an interesting charm bracelet. We got a dolphin in here. Did y'all ever see the dolphin? And all of a sudden, there's a dolphin. I think this is just broken chain. Wow, all of a sudden, and look, it's coming out easy now. Got that chain out of there. This is unusual. What is it? Cheerleader. The dolphin. It's not 925. Love Rock. Love Lock. Love Lock. Good luck trying to lock your love down. Oh, a pair of ballerina shoes. Cute. That was hilarious. Yeah, good luck trying to lock that love down. You can't lock that love. That love. I don't even know what I'm saying. You can't lock love down. Coming up on the second hour, and we still have the trinket box, and maybe a few things have fallen underneath the trinket box because I can't remember. I don't think I lifted the trinket boxes up. Is that gonna be another trick? Because it's not. Okay, so we never got the second face out, did we? There it is. This is just going to be a turn things over, and I have never ever had this kind of experience. It's kind of interesting. How the human brain does things. You try something one way, and then when that quits working, you just are doing it without thinking, you know, and then all of a sudden a different way comes up. I've always been able to entertain myself. My mom is a people person. She has got to be around people. The more the better. Like she feels about people the way I feel about, you know, Sterling or something. And I've just always been able to. She's the one that said, "What are you doing all day? I know you're always busy." I'm like, "Well, come over and join me." She brought me some rocks to paint. She went out in her garden. She's so sweet. And she's only could find 3 like that I could paint on the surface. It was so sweet of her, and I really want to see if she'll come paint with me. But I haven't had time to paint right now. That was one of those things that my friend and I wanted to do. And we did one round, and now we're at she's busy and I'm busy. But it'll always be there. Look at our reward. It's just so nice. The chain's nice, but I just think it deserves something better. That is just really pretty. Christ's Passion. Oh, look, y'all. Wait a minute. Look. What is that attached to? I'm serious. This little cross? Yeah. I'm gonna have to open it. I just wanted to see in case we lose the pendant. We didn't lose it. It's another sterling. It's another sterling. Here at the end, in the tangle. Probably upside down, but where's it from? Goodness me. I have no idea what that says other than 925. I don't know what that says. I'll look, you know, later when I'm not, my eyeballs aren't so strained. And the little clasp is marked 925. I'll try one more time. Gosh. $925 Mex. And then on this side we must have somebody's name on the top. Oh my goodness. We will add that. I think we had 2 today. 3. I didn't see that one coming. This ribbon. Claire's is barely even marked on there. We gotta get this ribbon out of here. There's a fish in here. I think it has a mark. Did y'all know that? I never ever saw the fish. So there's still stuff in here. Just trying to get the clasp undone so we can get it out. Let's not lose the pendant. I had noticed this wire, but, well, I'm excited, but it may not be nice. It says something on the tail. What does it say on the tail? Look how pretty that is. Ooh, and it's pretty on that side. Well, no doubt about it, we got another sterling. I'm inspired. I don't know if the chain is. Let's at least see if it's magnetic. Chain is not magnetic. Oh, that's pulling. I'm going to count it anyway because I'm not going to worry with all that. Okay, this is the Premier Design one, but that is so stuck. Gosh, I never even saw that fish. We have one like this already. Didn't even see this one. Flat one. These little ribbons are just, you know, holding it all in a wad as well. If you could be an animal, what animal represents you? I feel like I would be the turtle. In more ways than one, that's kind of what I'm like. It's just slow and steady wins the race. Definitely not the rabbit. I just keep plodding along, try to pick something that's successful and work it the whole way. Okay, so not going to be able to get this blue rosary out without finding a clasp up in here. This is another, what looks like to be a big rosary. If it was up to me, I would just cut all these felt little wires off. I think that's what I'm probably going to do later, because maybe. Okay, I'm probably going to have to stop because my friend needs to come in here and use the printer, and I told her to come on in, but she doesn't want to, so it's getting late. We're going to try to get one more out. Whoa, that just came out, so that's the one. Is this a ring? And what does the writing on it say? Have no idea if it's even supposed to be legible. But that's pretty neat. I guess that's a ring, or is it something else? It's a pendant? It's a pendant. I'm tired. That's a pendant. That's really cool though. Alright, we'll stop on the pendant. Let's go ahead and do a count. I just don't think there's anything else in there. Did y'all ever see that one? I never did either. Okay, that one came out easy. That looks so good, but it's not marked. that should be marked. But I'll test. I've got a little testing pile. Probably should quit while I'm ahead. With that ring, that pendant popping out. I'm not going to cut it because this is pretty and it's on the black. So let's do our count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Thought we found more than 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And the gold filled. Look at this. This is about to fall off. I'll go test it right now. See y'all next time. I'll have this undone and we still have the rest of the box to go.